Good morning, folks. NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers of dog. Just dog. Um, this video, we had a great day yesterday, and I'm very grateful for it. One of the things that I try to do, probably stick my nose in, and I apologize, but I try to help the new people, especially the new hunters and activators who are getting infected by the infliction of POTA, Parks on the Air. We're going to talk about pileups, and I want to talk at this topic as an activator, not as a hunter, okay? But I want to direct it to the hunters who work as activators, okay? Please do not be offended by the word phrasing or the terminology that I address it. It is nothing personal towards anybody. It's just an observation that'll help all of us if you should decide to become an activator and you really understand it a lot more. The old timers, they're just going to stick their nose up and do what they wish. But you new people, I really want you to understand. I want you to go to a football game, and I want you to get in the middle of the field, and then I want somebody to do a touchdown, and you're in the middle of the field, and everybody's raising Cain, yelling, screaming, hollering where that touchdown was. Now I want you to talk on the telephone, your cell phone, I don't care, whatever device you want, and see what you can do. See if you can hear the other party. You can't. When you as a hunter are working us activators, and each one of us are unique. Every activator, from the new person, from the CW operator, have a different way of operating. Our styles, our trademarks, our methods. If you're new, the first thing that you may wish to do is listen and see how that operator's actually doing their activation. Are they picking the first call and running with it? Are they chit-chatting a little bit while they're at it? And don't get mad when an activator chit-chats. Sometimes it's a means of slowing things down because they might be like me and paper log. Okay, God forbid that we don't do that with no more. Everybody uses a device. I don't. But when I'm hearing all of you hunters, I'm reminded of being in the middle of the field and somebody just had a touchdown. I can't hear nothing but noise, okay? So you will learn when to put your call in. You don't have to turn the amplifier on. If it's that important that you gotta be first, I'm sorry. But I'll, as an individual, work as many of you as I can. I take a list. That's just how I do it. And it works out great for me. That doesn't work for everybody. But when you're the hunter listening to that pileup, I want you to just take a moment, close your eyes and think about it and become that activator and have that many people that you hear when you unkey giving your call, still calling and still piling up on top of each other, and multiply that times 10. I'm serious. Sometimes you're lucky to get a letter. Inexperienced, I qualify. James qualifies. Carrie qualifies. Brian qualifies. And there's thousands more just like me that do this. They don't hear a call sign. They hear a voice. They recognize the audio characteristics. I could name several people. I don't hear their call sign. I hear it, but I don't hear it. I hear their voice characteristics because I and worked by them enough that I have learned that. And many activators will learn that over time. Many activators will hear your style at the end of your call or the pronunciation of the first letter of your call. So there is many different ways as a hunter for you to work the activator. Being first doesn't get you anything more than being last. At the end, you're still in the log. But trade places with that activator, please. Don't get mad at us because we're doing one at a time on a device and using our phone, or we're using a laptop or whatever, because that's how we chose, and that's not me, but I'm just using that as a reference. Every activator is different. And they're listening for certain things. And when they say, well, we got to go QRT, the park's closing, they got to go pee. Okay, they got to get something to eat. They've been there for 2 hours and haven't stopped. It's pouring down rain. Somebody's coming by that does not look friendly. There's a lot of variables that you hunters, you personally, as a group, don't see because you're not where we are at. Now, last note, and I'll shut up. Without you hunters out there, there's no reason for me to go out. I know how to set up an emergency communication system with portable antennas and multiple batteries and different radios and things like that. I already know how to do that. I learn it. I practice it every time I go to a park. But the hardest part is being able to make sure that I don't, as an activator, offend you because I didn't get to you fast enough. And you didn't want to wait, and I'm not worthy of your time, and I don't like their style. Don't get upset, especially if you've never been an activator. If you get a chance, hunters, please, please, please try this. If you get a chance to go out with somebody, just to tag along to see what it's like, do it. Take that opportunity to get on the other side of the pileup for real that you can only imagine from your house. Okay? The bottom line is, I need you at every one of my activations, if you have time, to stop by and work me and give me a contact and chase me in multiple bands. And yes, I'm going to chit chat sometimes. That's how I do it, to slow it down. I appreciate you. I'll say it for all of us activators. We appreciate you hunters. And if you're new, relax, take a deep breath, listen to it. You'll know when to put your call in. And having 1,000 watts or 500 watts or 150 watts or doing QRP, you'll learn. As an activator, there's many activators that are running QRP and completing activations and running 100 contacts because they're listening. May God bless you. Welcome to this POTA addiction. If you haven't got out there to activate, it can be lots of fun. NC4XL, North Carolina, for extreme lovers. I'm not just dumb. Oh, the darling old man, 73s.